Willie talked about it. It was a big boys game. Both coaches talked about that.
I mean, we knew going into it, you know, we got, you know, the best bigs in the country. They got the best bigs in the country, and we knew coming into it it was going to be a battle. So it was real surprising that, you know, they was calling little tic-tac fouls like that. And actually, you know, it worked out good for both sides because it wasn't like you can just throw it in there and, you know, throw elbows and get to the basket. So it was like you really had to play your game right.
Your coach said he thought the officials would probably never officiate a game like that. There were just so many big guys, so many strong guys.
For sure, for sure.
Have you ever played in anything like it?
No.
Does this feel like your best game here in this uniform?
It's hard to tell.
It looked like it.
Could have been.
What about from the personal satisfaction standpoint?
Still not satisfied.
No, I mean, was this the most you've been satisfied after a game?
No.
What is that moment then?
Probably my freshman year when we beat Missouri and Florida back to back. That was real. You know, we were struggling and beat two top, 10 teams, and then got juiced.
Looked like at the very least this was the most comfortable you've been here, sort of putting the team on your back and wanting that moment at the end.
I'd say more confident, yeah. I've just been working on my game, so I mean the confidence is just gonna, continue to come more and more. I work on it, and that's just the biggest thing is doing it. And
well,
tonight I just did it.
When they cut the lead to 5 and you guys called time with 1:37 to go, and you ended up taking the shot from the elbow, if I remember right, was that the play? How did you end up with it? And what did you think about taking a shot like that?
I didn't. Like I said, I just been working on that shot and working on those shots in the paint, and they just played off me the whole time. So I just shot it like uncannily.
Did you figure out something about yourselves as a team tonight that you couldn't have in games you're winning by 19, 20, 30 points?
I mean, obviously, yeah, because that's a top 10 team, really good team, and for them young guys, that's good to get that under your belt now instead of when it's about tournament time when you start playing games like that. To play tournament games now is really big for us.
What was different about the way they played you and the way a team like Kansas played you? Another top 5 team that didn't give you guys nearly this kind of
I don't really know.
How did the complexity of the game change after the flagrant foul was called in the first half? You guys seemed to wake up a little bit at that point.
Some guys forget that there's other guys out there playing. You can't you got to protect yourself when it comes down to something like that. You see a guy coming like that, you got to make sure you either jump stop him because he's going to jump, or you got to try to bang on him hard. You can't just kind of go up and expect to get fouled or something like that.
On that alley-oop, did you realize how high you were up on that?
I've heard that people have been telling me that it was really high. I need to watch it because I heard it was really, really high.
Well, in the past you've talked about you don't really love playing in the post, and this you've struggled sometimes against more physical teams. How different did it feel out there tonight to excel against this kind of team?
I mean, it just goes back to just working on it and keep on working on it and keep on working on it. And I think I just finally accepted that I'm not. I'm going to be having. I got to do that. I got to do that for our team, and work on the other stuff outside of it, and just get really good at doing that. And the other stuff will just come.
Are nights like tonight when you show something you haven't maybe shown before, and show yourself and show other people, they sort of validating to you about your decision to come back and hone your game and add something?
For sure. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons why I came back is to develop myself more as a basketball player, and I feel like I'm starting to do that. And the good thing is I got so much more time. Like, it's only December. I still got 3 months of this.
Was it hard to accept this idea that, okay, I'm going to have to do this and I have to be done with the paint and do that thing?
The biggest thing was, before I wasn't seeing success at it. So I'm like, well, why do I got to play like this? I'm not even seeing success. When I started seeing success at it, and I'm like, well. And then, I would look at pictures and stuff that I'm really the only one in the air. But playing, I don't feel like I'm the only one in the air. And I see a picture, I'm like, well, I really half a head or half my body is above everybody else. And And I was like, well, I think I could really be good at it, so I might as well just do it.
Looked as if Carl may have gotten credited with a tip-in that was actually yours. Did you have an issue with that?
I don't know. I think they ended up giving it to me, though.
Did they?
Yeah.
Career high tonight, 21 points. What does that mean to you? What do you think?
Hope I beat it again.
I'm sorry?
Hope I beat it again. Hope it doesn't take 2 years, though.
Willie, do you think you'd be the first cat with 20 plus this year?
No, I didn't.
They clearly wanted to challenge you guys physically, and early in the game on the bench, they're saying they're afraid. It takes a mean streak to play
Who was
this.
saying that?
The Texas
That's what they were
player.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, did you know you had this mean streak in you to play these type of physical games?
Yeah.
Willie, what was the difference in the first 8.5 minutes of that second half when you guys went on the 18-2 run?
Just the energy level. That was the only thing that was said at halftime was you got to come out with energy and 0-0. So it was like the beginning of the game, and we did really good at it.
They killed you guys on the boards in the first half, 27-11, which I never thought would happen, anything quite like that. What did happen? What did you guys think of that?
You know, we did. The bad thing is like we did really good to hold them to the first shot, and it was all second and third shots. Is why they was getting them rebounds, but they was long shots. So we had our bigs in the paint battling their bigs, it kind of neutralizes each other, and the ball goes outside. And this is something that we're not used to. We used to all like the bigs is gonna get the rebounds, and the guys just fly. Well, this game, it was neutral.
What was
So
your
the
reaction?
guards had to.
What was your reaction at halftime? Cal said he told Marcus that he's just going to have to back him up for the rest of the game because you were playing so well.
It's expected with everybody. It could have been easily the other way around, where Marcus could have been playing, really, really good, and I had to take the back seat on it. I mean, that's just the way it works. That's just the way the platoon system works, and that's the way it's got to be like that.